This is Tilly, a 3-year-old cockapoo with a whole lot of spunk. But not nearly as much training. After studying the experiments of B.F. Skinner, we attempted to condition Tilly using his model of conditioning. B.F. Skinner, known as the father of operant conditioning, believed that the use of reinforcement in the form of either punishment or reward was the most effective way to strengthen a desired behavior in an organism.
A person who has been punished is not less inclined to behave in a certain way. At best, learns how to avoid punishment.
In his experiments, he gauged the level of learning by measuring the response rate of the organism in the presence of a stimulus. With this in mind, we wanted to teach Tilly to sit on our command with the anticipation of a food reward. But in case you're confused, we'll break down operant conditioning a little further for you. Operant conditioning is a learning principle in which environmental stimuli, called antecedents, serve as a cue for a certain action. In other words,
the environment shapes an organism's actions.
In our training of Tilly, the antecedent was our verbal command sit, combined with a hand gesture.
Sit.
What follows the stimulus is the desired action, or in our experiment, Tilly's sitting following our commands. The consequential stimuli, in our experiment, the reward of a snack, has the ability to manipulate the organism's response to the antecedent. It is able to do this through either reinforcing the desired action by rewarding consequences or through punishing consequences.
Good girl.
The consequences of an act affect the probability of its occurring again.
So basically, if the organism is faced with a rewarding consequence, it will be more likely to repeat the desired action to earn these results. After doing extensive research on how to effectively train dogs to sit using hand gestures and verbal commands, we started off on day 1. At first, we had a little trouble getting Tilly to sit on our command, or even to pay attention to us at all.
Sit. Sit. Okay. Now. Tilly. Sit. 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 You almost did it. Sit. Sit. Sit.
But eventually she started to get the hang of it, and we were able to start training her by giving her the command along with presenting the food, followed by a coercion to sit on her hind legs for a reward.
Good girl. Okay. Sit. Sit. Good girl.
It was a tedious exercise that took place over the span of a few days, with Tilly often
Sit.
becoming distracted.
Sit. Hey, come down. Sit.
However, on the second day, we had a breakthrough.
Sit. That was perfect. Sit. Sit.
By using the principles of operant conditioning, we were able to teach Tilly to engage in the desired behavior when she was exposed to the stimulus of sit. By using positive reinforcement when she sat, we increased the likelihood that Tilly would sit on command. So while Tilly isn't exactly dog show ready, thanks to Skinner's operant conditioning, she now knows a handy new trick.
Sit. Sit. Good girl. Is that animal abuse?